Welcome to the Printing Bureau weekly update on Bitcoin. So let's get into it. This is going to be a quick video on just Bitcoin. So what we can see from the monthly chart here is we have energy flow to the downside. We did have a rejection of this candle here, but that rejection didn't last, and we're coming back, right? So I think for me, I think Bitcoin hits 42, 48, 500. That's the target for me, 48, 500 for this week. It could be 50k, but ultimately 48, 500 gets hit. It may not happen this week, but I think between the 52k and 48 500, that is kind of my target zone for Bitcoin pullback. And I think if we hit that 48 500, which is below this 48 880, then and get a really strong bounce on lower time frame, then that will be probably the end of the fall on Bitcoin. So if we look at it from a weekly chart, we can see that we still got energy flow to the downside. We're doing lower, and I expect another lower or a double bottom, whichever case that might be. So I got my kind of 48.5, 48.5 somewhere here, 48.5 somewhere there, 48.500 somewhere here. So yeah, somewhere there, 48, somewhere there. It's where I expect Bitcoin to fall to. So we'll break this 50-day moving average and continue coming down. If we look at it from a daily perspective, we have this strong sell-off on Friday, and when you have the strong sell-off, normally you have a bounce. So this is the bounce we're getting at the moment. I think bounce probably gets us maximum to about 56, 57k. I think between 56, 56, probably 56k. 56k will be where the bounce probably takes us. But it may well be that we don't get there. But I think 56k is a potential bounce area, and then continue the leg down. This candle will be exceeded in terms of price action. So this 52.5 will be exceeded. So I think for me, that's what I'm seeing on Bitcoin. This candle will be exceeded as well. So this will be exceeded. This will be exceeded. And then we exceed that on the lower, especially with this one, this huge volume selling will be exceeded with lower selling volume, or we'll get a double bottom on it, or we'll get a lower high. Of course, this could be a lower high, but there's not enough volume. Normally you would get very strong volume following it to kind of push you to the other side, and we didn't really get much volume here. Much volume wasn't there. So I don't think this becomes a lower high for us to sling off. I think this will be exceeded. So I'm looking for that scenario. I mean, three scenarios that I guess I'm looking for is we hit 48.5, get a strong bullish candle, or we hit a double bottom 48.8, get a bullish candle, or we hit somewhere around like 50k and get a bullish candle. Any of those scenarios are possible, and these three scenarios are the scenarios I'm looking for on Bitcoin. And the 4 hours will tell me when we're ready. So this 4 hour candles here, we've got a bullish one here, but the volume is not that strong. You would normally want some big volume, like something like that, something like that, big huge volume. Then we're going somewhere, but the volume is very, very weak. So I don't expect this. I think, like I said, this goes to about 56k, give or take 56, 55, 56, 57k, hits here somewhere here, and then continues the journey down. We may not even get there. We may just get up to 55k and come back down. So that's what I'm looking for on Bitcoin. So that's the weekly update on Bitcoin. The target we're looking for is between 50k and 47k. 50k, 47k gap as a bracket. That's what we're looking for on Bitcoin.